Dude, what's going on? This preacher. So, alright. Whew. First, let me say, if you can work on your own trucks, work on them, do them, save you some money. If you know somebody, even if it's just a regular auto mechanic, right? Somebody that's a regular auto mechanic, they can do certain stuff, especially if they got tools, they do stuff around their house. They could do a lot of things on your truck for you that you don't know how or you can't do yourself for the low, right? A lot of things on your truck you really don't have to be mechanically knowledgeable to do. Like you can loosen up the clamps, take a hose out, and go get that same hose and put that same hose back on, tighten the clamps back on. You could do little stuff like that. That doesn't take you taking your truck to the dealership or a truck repair shop to do things like that. You can slide a mechanic $50, $100, 10 to do a couple stuff on your truck for you. Some hoses, change out air fittings, things like that. You could do. Or you could be like myself, for instance. Use me as an example. I change out my own air fittings. Anything I could do on my own, I do. Okay. And certain times, like now, you got to know when you can't do it, right? So for the time that I was putting on my starter, right, weeks ago, it's been about a month now since I did the starter. My shoulder and arm been messed up. It was already messed up before. That's why I left Warner, where my student had the lady crashed into my student, and I was bouncing around the bed in the back, and my shoulder kept hitting the cap, and then it wound up tearing it up. And that was the second surgery on it. And then my bicep tendon also was torn. They had to move it different places. So now me stretching out my arm, it hurts. It hurts. It really hurts. And my shoulder and arm and neck all up here still hurt from the time I put on my starter. That's why certain times, even if I know how to do it, I just go ahead and pay the mechanic to do it because I'm hurting and I physically can't do it. Okay, today is Thursday. I got this load to do on Friday, but I'm hurting, man. My shoulder hurt, my arm hurt, all up inside my neck hurt. I got headaches. It be closing this side. I'll be like, oh, and I want to pick up another load tomorrow when I get off. They got a couple good ones, paying like $750, $800, going 200 miles. Normally I take one of those on Friday because they deliver Saturday morning. One delivers Saturday morning at 7, another one at 8 o'clock. And one pays $750, one pays $800. The one that paid $800 is actually going like 200 miles. It's a total trip of 243 miles. Total trip. The other one is a total trip of 300, a little bit over 300 miles. That's the one that paid $800. So it'd be about it's $800 for total of like 323 miles. Now that's including my deadhead. So I do all miles for my trip. That is what I do. So, but that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. So yeah, I got some stuff with the truck, but I'm hurting. So I'm guessing my body needs some rest, which I don't know how much rest I really would do, because I still got the motor yard and pull the weeds out my flower beds and stuff like that. But try to get me some rest after I deliver this load tomorrow. Then I got the air conditioner guy coming to my house tomorrow morning before I even deliver the load to service my AC in my house. It's the AC tune-up. Do an AC tune-up, getting it ready for the summertime. So I got that going on too. So I may just have a rest day tomorrow and Saturday. I may just do that. That's gonna put my week at 7,200 for the week. And that's the regular. That's for my 5 loads for the week, $7,200. So 72, yeah, 7,200 for the week. I was gonna do this other load for 800, bring me up to $8,000 for the week. That's 6 loads for the week. But hey, that's the plan anyway. That is the plan to get that done. Right there. I'm still on the lookout for a trailer. I see a couple that I want to go take a look at. So I got to work that inside my schedule to go look at the trailers and stuff. And then also I had a comment. The dude was talking about you know that he gets over $3 a mile for a load all the time. And again, it goes back to people. People only hear what they want to hear, and they don't listen to what you have to say. I said the average that owner operators and lease operators get is between $2 a mile and $3 a mile. Now that's been from 2018 on up. When I start my business, I went back 2 years and seeing what was the average rate for the last 2 years. And then I did a business consultant. They got all these economists on their team and things like that to do projections and go back 2 years and go up 2 years and say that, okay, yeah, we figured that you can average $2 to $3 a mile in your particular business plan. Listen, your business plan that I presented to these economists and my business consultant, they look over it. They did the research. That's why I paid money. I paid $1,000. Okay, I paid $1,000. Everybody know when I got started, when I had these videos. Okay, I paid $1,000 to a business attorney. I paid $1,000 to a business consultant to go over my business plan based off of what I was trying to do in the area that I was planning to run. And the information that they got in one of the sources they used was OIDA. It tells you the average rate from 2017, 2018, 2019 was between $2 and $3. It actually was $2.18 to $3.16. So it's just easier just to say between $2 to $3. And like I tell people, listen, just because you see a couple YouTubers put up a couple of rate cards showing $5, $6, $7, $8 a mile, it's millions of owner operators out there. Millions of lease operators out there. You're not going to fall in the category of the 5 YouTubers that you see getting $5, $4 a mile. Okay, that's why they do a average. This is the average. Don't base your business off of a high market average. And if you do that, that's why you're going to complain about fuel rates and you're going to complain about low freight rates, because you based your business off of high market rates. If you go back and do the average, let me look at, okay, $2 to $3, okay, if that's the average, let me base my business off of $2 a mile. Because anything you get over $2 a mile is a blessing. I averaged last year $2.74 a mile. It's what I averaged. And y'all see how long and how many months I took off. And y'all see I didn't work a full 12. I only really worked 9 months out of the year, and I still averaged $2.74 a mile. Okay, and that was between the $2 and $3 a mile, which was the average. I based my business off of the average, and you do projections. They told me, hey, your first year in business, you should easily do $225,000. I did more than that. Okay, I did a lot more than that. I did over that and only worked 9 months out of the year. Okay, so, but like I said, I paid the money to people who do this. I didn't listen to people on YouTube and base my business off of people who I'm listening to on YouTube. I took what they said. I took their perspective. I took what they was doing to make money, how they was making money. All that played into my own business plan to fit me in the area that I run, because different areas pays different. A person can be in a different area, and that's the area that they run. And that area that they run is booming. So they can be like, hey man, all my loads is $4 a mile. Psh, what? Are you going 150 miles for $900? Man, I do that for $1,400. I do that for $1,300. In your area, that's what you getting paid. But in my area, people don't even get that in Florida. Okay, so when I do my little trips 190 miles, getting paid $900 to go 190 miles in Florida, that's good money. That's great money in Florida. So I have to base my business on where I'm running, how I'm running, and my family needs. You can't look at somebody who don't have no kids, no wife, staying with their mama, and now they buying all this stuff for their business and getting all these trucks and all this equipment for their business. You know, they able to go out and make a big investment like that. Why? Because it's just them. When you got wife, kids, and bills, all your decisions reflect your lifestyle and everything that you got going on. I'm not knocking nobody. But what I am saying is, you can't base your decision, if you're a family man or woman, based off of other people and what they're doing in their living situations. It's not the same living situation that you got. You may be in a state where the cost of living is a lot higher than somebody else whose the cost of living is lower. In the state of Florida, you paying like $2,000 a month for a 3-bedroom apartment. In another place, you may only be paying like $1,200 for a 3-bedroom apartment. See, that's an $800 difference. The cost of living and everything may be different. So that's why everybody would say, hey, do your research, okay? Do your research. What I say is, if you don't know, I'm willing to make an investment on my business to make sure my business run. Okay, so if it costs me $1,000 to get my questions answered, so I can make sure my business plan is a good business plan based off of economics and how the history of the rates and the market was 2 years prior and what it's going to look like 2 years later, I can do that. Did we know that fuel was going to go up crazy? No. Okay, we knew it was going to go up when our President Biden get up in there. We knew that, but we knew that it wasn't going to go up like it went up. You know, but you can't really blame Biden for everything about the fuel, because the president didn't stop the production of fuel. He didn't stop no production of fuel. That pipeline that he X'd, it wasn't producing any oil. It was being built. So he didn't stop any production of the oil that was already being produced. It's regular supply and demand. That's all it is. Supply and demand. We wasn't using that much. It was a steady go, so the fuel prices can be a lot steady. The country shut down. Now all of a sudden you need a lot of things. Now more trucks is on the road. Now we're moving a lot more freight. The freight capacity was super high, so the demand for fuel is high. Same thing like they do with gas every single year. What happens during traveling season, Christmas time, Thanksgiving time, spring break time, gas prices always go up, right? Don't they always go up? Okay, it's the same thing. Now the pipeline that President Biden stopped, okay, it was going to bring an average of 800,000 or more barrels of oil through the pipeline. It started in Canada and it was going to head to Nebraska where all the other inspection valves and lines are at. And so that was going to be able to reduce the amount that was needed that we were going to. In terms, it will lower the fuel prices or keep those prices down. So that's what he did, but he did not stop the production of oil. Okay, he didn't stop that. The oil company still was producing the same amount of oil that they all already was producing. We just using more oil, and they're not supplying more oil or producing more oil. They won't ramp up how much they are producing. Why? Because they want their money too. They lost a lot of money when we were shut down. So it's a supply demand. Okay, so when people say do your research, really do your research. Okay, if somebody fail or if your business fail, we get personal. So I'm going from somebody to you. If your business fail, that's on you. Don't blame nobody else. Blame yourself. And failure is not a bad thing. Learn from your mistakes. Okay, and just because it didn't work out the first time, it doesn't mean that it won't work out the second time. Just learn from your mistakes. Hey, you know what? Maybe I should have put more money into this to find out about this. Maybe I shouldn't got that big nice truck with a $3,500 truck payment per month. Maybe I don't need that. Maybe I shouldn't be having a $4,000 truck payment per month. Maybe let me get something to where that it's cheaper. The payments is cheaper. Okay, it may not be the truck that I want, but hey, maybe this. Because everybody thinks just because you get a new truck, you ain't gonna have breakdowns. All trucks break down, man. All trucks break down. And then how you run. That's another issue all by itself. But hey, man, y'all take it easy.